Gloria Strode, and welcome to Straightforward. I am so excited today to invite the amazing band director from my beloved Carver High School, Lorenzo, Vince Manuel. I have to get accustomed to calling you Mr. Manuel. I have known you since you was this young fella.
Yes, ma'am.
Knew your mom, your sister, and everything. You come from a real great family. We have other great people in common, Mr. K and his family, which is like your family.
That's right.
But I am just so proud of you, Lorenzo, we call him Vince, that you selected to go to the HBCU.
That's right.
The Albany State University,
yes,
on the banks of the Flint River.
That's right.
And you continued in the music field.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so you are a product of Muskogee County School District. And so I'm gonna let you say what school you graduated from, even though it's not the one on the hill. What was that one?
Kendrick High School.
Kendrick High School. We're gonna give them a little shout out to Kendrick. And you were in the band there?
Yes, I was.
Okay, and what did you play?
I played the trumpet my freshman year, then my last 3 years I played the tuba.
Really? Okay, so you went from the trumpet to the tuba.
Yes, ma'am. I just couldn't hit the high notes on the trumpet. So, Dr. Boone said, hey, let's move
over.
To the tuba.
And so when you left Kendrick, and what year was that?
1994.
1994. God, I've been knowing you a long time.
That's
God,
right.
just a little young fella. And then what made you select Albany State? Was it that famous Marching Rams show band, or what was it?
Well, Albany State actually was kind of, because I'm from Adel, Georgia, so it was kind of en route too.
Okay, so you were familiar with Albany State.
Yes.
Oh, okay, because
yes,
you know we got folks come all the way from California, New York, believe it or not.
Right.
Some people don't want to believe that. Folks come from other parts of the country to go to Albany State. Okay, so you were familiar with the Marching Rams show band.
I was. I saw them at the Fountain City Classic. My best friend, mom, took us to the Fountain City Classic in '93.
Okay.
And we had made a pact that we was attending Albany State after watching them in the
halftime show.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Okay. I tried my best to get over there to sit with the band. They wouldn't let me go over to that side, but I tried my best to get over.
So you made up your mind then.
Oh,
yeah. Because there's a camaraderie and a sense of family. And you just can't find it anywhere else.
Right.
We can agree on that.
That's right.
You know, not saying other schools are not great, but in the HBCU, the camaraderie, the sense of family, even over the decades, because you graduated from Albany State when?
1999, Albany State graduate.
See,
yes.
And still, it's like family.
That's right. That's right.
Whenever you meet, I don't care if it's 20 years later or 20 minutes later, it's still that bond.
That's right.
It's still
Incredible
that
bond.
Yes, it is. And so you all made that pact in 1993. You were going to Albany State.
Yes.
So when it was time to go, you did your paperwork, you got accepted. Did you try out for the band? How did all of that work? Because, you know, I was Albany State in the band, but it probably was different way back then, 50 years ago, with how you all got in. I don't know now, sometimes they sending in videos of themselves and all that kind of stuff in their application process at some schools.
Right. So for me, it was, we were traveling to Adel, Georgia, which is my hometown. And I just really wanted to just stop at the band room. But you know, Albany had been flooded that summer, 94.
Yes.
So the director was in the media center in the library. So I just asked my mom, please just stop. And then once I got, because they couldn't send out any information.
Right.
So I just begged her, so she stopped. And I went in the media center, and Dr. Smith was there. He gave me all the information about camp.
Dr. Lamar Smith.
That's right.
He's a legend. He was there before me, then he went and got his PhD, then he came back.
Yes, ma'am.
I had the legendary Dr. T. Marshall Jones, who's still a legend.
That's right, he's a legend.
Because you ended up with him as well.
Right, he was my tuba instructor at Albany State.
Okay.
He was.
Okay.
So he helped me with my recital and everything like that.
Your recital?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, excuse me, Mr. Manuel. I love that. But anyway, so shout out to Miss Pat, your mother. So you were able to get her to get off the highway, go over to Albany State, because we know the flood, as we say, was a blessing in disguise. Because when I was there, I lived at Andrew, so you know where that is, down on the end. And so for the athletic dorm was right there on the banks of the river.
Right.
All of that stuff got flooded out. And so we came back with a newer, better Albany State campus. We lost some legacy there, you know, but it helped us out of adversity came good.
Right.
Right. So when you showed up in the media center, how did you introduce yourself? Because that's bold for a young person. You know, and some people have their parents doing all of their advocacy, writing checks, making phone calls. You were like, your mind was made up, and you were going to go there and make sure they knew that you were this dude with talent.
Well, I just went in the media center, and they directed me where the band director was, and I went in and said, look, I'm Lorenzo. I've been trying to reach out to you. I just want to get information about band camp and that type of stuff, and he gave me the information.
So you've been a musician at heart.
That's right.
Now I just want you to think about what you're saying. You just like high school kid handling your business. No, because you work at Carver High School. You've seen some that's, you know, they might have skills, but they don't have that other ability to advocate for themselves. So they kind of lay back and wait for their parents or the guidance counselor to do it. But
well, I think they came through church. Mom made us, you know, be in the youth department, and having to speak up and do announcements, all that stuff.
So she trained you in your first public speaking. I always tease people, and I was saying that to somebody that works for NBC 38 here. I said, did you have an Easter speech? And they was like, what is that? And I said, honey, that's your first speaking engagement. So all of that being in the youth department, you know,
choir,
everything Pat wasn't playing. It's like, you're going to get these skills, and these skills will transfer over into your adult life.
So you want to be in the band, you go in that library.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So she didn't go with you?
Nope. She didn't walk in there with me.
Really? How about that? And so what did Dr. Smith say? He
gave me the information. He said he ready to have me. And then he told me we'll start in September because of the flood. We had to push band camp
had to
back.
wait.
And then that was it. He gave me contact information and all that, and that was it.
And so when you went for band camp, because in the old days when I was there, that we went when football players went. It wasn't with the regular students. And so you got to go there, you got to work and grind and earn your place.
That's right.
In that group.
That's right.
Some people think it's just a check the box, but in the old days it wasn't a check the box. Yeah, you have to earn your spot.
And I carry that over to the kids at Carver too.
Really?
All the kids earn their way.
Okay,
all of them.
That's important. Because having your parents call somebody, write a check, you don't value it the same.
Right.
But when you earn your way to be a part of the Rams, Marching Rams show band,
amen.
When you take it to the field,
that's right.
You're ready.
That's right.
All right now.
That's right. That's
all right, what we're going to do is go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors.
Straightforward is brought to you by State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front lines for veterans every day. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided, a touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. Whole Patient Healthcare. Dr. Jada Rimes-Bacote is board certified in family medicine. She believes the best patient care includes practical, individualized lifestyle changes. Located at 1338 13th Avenue, Columbus, 706-641-2080, or visit wholepatienthealthcare.com.
The state of Georgia averages 5 fatalities a day for motor vehicle crashes. Out of all 50 states, Georgia ranks 21st in impaired driving fatalities. Remember, buzz driving is impaired driving.
Be a team player, designated sober driver.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Greg Countryman. Make the right choice. The ball is in your hands. Stay sober and don't get pulled over.
Welcome back to Straightforward. This is just a wonderful visit with Mr. Lorenzo Vince Manuel. I can't get over that. Mr. Manuel, I tell you, I know you this full-grown adult, but in my mind, I just want to say Vince, but I promise you, when I see you among your students, I'll be saying Mr. Manuel.
You can say Vince.
I tell you. No, that's okay. I want to put the honor where it's supposed to be. So you went on this journey to our beloved Albany State University, and the reason I wanted to share this is because we're at that time where students, they can either stay here and go to a local school, or they can go to another school outside of the state. But our beloved, the Albany State University, offers quality education, wonderful extracurricular activities, and we have some of the most brilliant minds. Now, that's just my humble opinion, which may or may not be true, but that's the way I'm rolling with.
That's right. I'm rolling with you.
All right. We are on one accord with
That's
that.
right. That's right.
So you went to Albany State. What dorm did you live in? Because, see, then they got fancy with North Hall and all of that.
Well, you know, we start off in the trailers.
Oh,
When I
after the
first-
flood. After the flood. Okay.
Then I transitioned to Wiley Hall.
Wiley,
And
old
then
school.
In '97, they built the North Hall,
The North
the
Halls.
East and South.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were still part of the old school.
Oh, yeah.
And then the younger ones after you
That's
went
right.
into the North Hall and some of all of the
That's
other
right.
ones where they have the suites, you know, where they have a
Right,
little
right.
sitting area. We just
Right.
had where everybody
That's
was
right.
on one hall with one payphone when I was
That's
there.
right.
Right. Okay. And so you were in the band, and you first played what instrument?
The tuba, sousaphone.
Still stayed with the tuba.
Uh-huh.
So you were sharing with me, and I didn't know this, probably because they was calling you Lorenzo instead of Vince when they did the announcement at the halftime show. I'm mad I didn't know that. You became the drum major
Yes, ma'am.
from Columbus. That's what I'm saying. Every time, you know, I was the head major. I just want to put that out there. You know, when we show up from Columbus, we be trying
That's right.
we be doing the most. And we be doing it good, though.
Right.
Yeah. So you ended up going from, you were the section leader?
Yes, ma'am.
Because usually that's how
Yes,
it
ma'am.
happens.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
earn your spot,
Yes, ma'am.
parents. Then you become a section leader.
Yes, ma'am.
And then those section leaders are the ones that be considered for
Yes,
the
ma'am.
drum major.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that still the process?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because you know, sometimes when parents don't understand, and we can be a little prejudiced about our children and our grandchildren, we get offended when we don't
ma'am.
understand the process.
That's right.
And just because you spent $500 trillion on little Junior so he can learn how to play his
That's right.
instrument does not guarantee
Right.
he gets to be the
Right.
drum major.
Right.
And
sometimes
so,
you're an outstanding leader. You're not section leader, but you're an outstanding leader. You work hard and do that. You're considered and able to try out. So sometimes just a good leader in the program.
okay, so you tried out.
Yes, ma'am.
I tried out too.
Yes, ma'am.
And I had to have my own routine and all of
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
And there were judges and people
ma'am.
selected me. And they were not people that my daddy knew or he didn't write a check.
Yes, ma'am.
It came from my pure ability, leadership skills,
right.
and my
That's right.
twirling skills.
right.
Because back then we did fire and regular twirling. I was not a dancer. I just
Ooh.
want to put that out there. And nothing wrong with being a dancer,
Right.
but we were actually twirlers.
Right.
Right. And so you had to do your own to show them you could lead
Right.
the band.
You went through a conditioning phase with one of our former drum majors, and then Dr. Smith made a selection of who he thought would lead the band.
Okay.
But for me, it was a little harder because I had to lose like 80 pounds because, you know, I was a healthy boy.
Yeah.
Growing up, I wore
Yeah, well,
Huskies.
your mother
I
is an
wore-
excellent cook.
and I wore Huskies.
Yeah.
So I had to lose about 70 pounds because I wanted it so bad. Mom, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you want it, you
Really?
gotta. So every day.
So you
I used to-
condition yourself.
Right.
See, that's what I mean. When you have that dream and that vision, you'll put the work in. You will. And see, when we went to band camp, they used to make us run a mile before we did the practice
Right.
drills and routines.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we ran a mile after because they were telling us back then, old school, we getting you parade ready.
Right.
So ain't no falling
Gotta
out
get in
in
shape.
yeah,
Right.
ain't no falling out in the
Right.
parade. So when you get invited to go other places, we used to go to that Peanut Festival parade and some of all of those
yeah.
which you're familiar with. It's like, I don't care how hot it is, you gonna march and you gonna look good.
That's right.
Because it's a show band.
That's right.
Exactly. So you lost 70 pounds.
70 pounds.
Wow.
Went from 280 pounds to 210 pounds.
Really?
I did.
You were ready for that uniform.
I was ready.
When you put it on, you were proud.
I was proud.
Love
Every
that.
bit of it, because I know I earned everything.
You earned it,
Right.
it. And then you had the musical skills.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And so that's what you need to, I want you to share with the students and their parents. being in the band is a great thing. It gives you a sense of family and belonging. I know a lot of people want to join other organizations, but if you're a member of the band, even after you leave college, you can always be a part of a community band or orchestra or things like that. And so you can always take those, like you took the high school skills and springboard it into college. Then you could springboard from college out into the community. Because Dr. T. Marshall, he still is a part of a musical in the city of Albany and at his church. You know, which is Dr. Daniel Simmons, who is my classmate from the Albany State University. And so at their church, they have an orchestra, a band, and it's excellent, you know. So with you, that's what I wanted you, for our viewers, our parents, to see you. Vince from Kendrick, that went on to be the drum major at Albany State, who is now the band director on the Hill at the legendary Carver High School. And I was a majorette there, me and my sister. But my sister started in the band. Yeah, she played the saxophone under Mr. Monroe. And you had to earn your place. It's no given.
See, my mom has a brother. He's been a band director over 30 years.
Really?
So he brought instruments for everybody to try out. Like at the family reunions, we went down to my hometown. So he's been a band director 30 years. So that's kind of like ground root area right there.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
He made us all practice an instrument, wouldn't let us give up. He called me to this day, asked me about how the band's doing, giving me pointers. So 30 years.
I never knew that. So your uncle was bringing those instruments to the family reunions. See, he's a smart uncle, because he was trying to give you a skill and a tool that could help you in college.
Everybody has something.
No, but that's a good thing, because you can get money outside of playing sports. You can get some scholarships for playing an instrument. It might not be $50 million like they give, you know, some of the quarterbacks and all of that, but it's enough to help you.
So he would let me run the camps, because he was the band director at Monroe High School when I went to Albany State.
Monroe was the legendary black school back before integration, and they had great bands.
So
I mean, they kind of like was a mini Albany State band back then. Yeah.
And he made me come do the camps over the summer, so it gave me a lot of experience dealing with young people and speaking to them and working with them. So he made me go out to the practices. When I was at Albany State, every summer I had to go.
Oh, okay. So you just been a band kid the whole time. No, but your uncle had a vision. And that's what I wanted you to share with the parents. Even though school is out, if you're gonna, you know, continue on, you still gotta practice. Because when you get to try out.
That's right.
You gotta be your best.
That's right. You have to be your best. Gotta keep giving your best effort.
And you need to stay on top of the music.
That's right.
Yeah, because you know sometimes you're a church person too. We got folks playing instruments that play by ear. We got to learn how to read some music too.
That's the only way you get the scholarship.
Say that again?
That's the only way you get the scholarship. If you're reading the music, it's very important. You have to read. They don't give scholarships playing by ear.
Okay.
They just don't do it.
Did you hear that, parents? We don't get scholarships playing by ear. You have to be able to read the music. So if they're a little not so good on that, this is the time to practice during the summer. Because practice makes perfect.
That's right.
All right. All right. So what we're going to do is go to our break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors.
Even at lower speeds, a crash between a bicyclist and motor vehicle can cause broken bones and traumatic brain injuries. Busy intersections are particularly dangerous for cyclists. Wear a helmet, stop at red lights, use hand signals, yield to pedestrians. Bike safe, bike smart.
Paid for with grant funds from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
New Horizons Behavioral Health, building better lives in the Chattahoochee Valley, providing services to persons with mental illness, developmental disabilities, and addictive diseases. Located in the Health and Human Services Building, 2100 Comer Avenue, Columbus, or call 706-596-5500. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a 5-star commercial service with satisfied customers in Georgia and South Carolina, built on the principle that every detail matters. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a new season building a family legacy. Charmaine Crabb, Associate Broker of Champions Realty. Charmaine's greatest reward is helping families achieve home ownership, which is a cornerstone of the American dream. Call Charmaine today at 706-392-6116 or visit championsrealty.com.
And welcome back to Straightforward. This is just a wonderful visit with Mr. Lorenzo Vince Manuel, a graduate of the Albany State University, where we are the best and brightest. Everything we do, they taught us to do it in excellence.
That's right.
And I used to always have our amazing alumni brother, Stacy Jackson, our former district attorney who has moved from work to reward. He loved Albany State. His parents, his mom and dad, even his son graduated from Albany State. And I always tell people, a lot of us go there not because we're not smart enough to go somewhere else. It's because of the legacy of love, full support, unconditional over the decades. But yes, so at Carver, you have the band, a full band, and you have your flag girls, your dancers, and all of that. We need our alumni to support you.
That's right.
It is our school. We can all support in a different way. Some people can write a big check. They write big checks for other things in the community because I've seen their names in the books and the support and the events and hear their names called. We need our alumni from the Carver High on the Hill, in the Dub, on A Street. We need you all to support Mr. Manuel and our Carver Marching Band. And they can do it by writing you a check.
Yes, ma'am.
Or they can do it by providing snacks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the band always needs something. So share with them what that wish list is, besides the check. Yes, we always can take a check, and then you have what, Zelle and what else? Cash out.
Yes, ma'am.
So they can cash out and Zelle as well.
Yes, ma'am.
We will take a check, and you can bring it to the school, and they'll be happy to take your check, money order, however you want to do it. But the food, the band needs stuff all the time.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have a gazillion-dollar budget to pay for those things.
All.
So tell them what you need.
Well, for the most part, water is always needed.
Water.
Powerade.
Powerade, because they're out in the sun.
That's right.
Okay.
We need breakfast items like Pop-Tarts, granola bars. Energy bars, chips, crackers like the Neacot crackers and the peanut butter crackers.
Okay.
Honey buns and things like that. Yes, ma'am.
So that you don't need to have to put them in the refrigerator.
Right. So when camp starts, we kind of get some kids come, they don't have no breakfast, so we'll kind of give them a breakfast snack before we start the day.
Exactly.
And things like that. So.
Well, because it over on the Hill, we got kids coming from a diverse background.
Right.
A lot of them are coming from social and economically disadvantaged homes.
Yes, ma'am.
I am not ashamed to say it because I had to make a choice. My dad had raised 4 girls as a widower, and it was like, either you're going to pay for that majorette uniform or you're going to get some school clothes.
Right.
Guess what? We paid for the majorette uniform. I said, I'm going to rerun what I had last year. So I'm just going to spend the weekend washing and ironing my clothes from last year because the uniform made me.
Need that.
Oh, yeah, that was the main thing. That made me a part of a real family that said I was a part of excellence. Yes. And so I'm very proud of that, not ashamed to even say it. So we do have kids now, but we have food at home, but we have some that's coming from some families where, you know, it's a little different. And so we want to nourish them, and then we want to develop their talent. You know, because when I went to Albany State, I knew some people from some of the ruralest, poorest counties in the nation, which are in the 2nd Congressional District, which is where Albany State is located. And I knew someone didn't know how to turn the shower on because they had lived in the rural and they had the big tin bathtub. Of course, that was 50 years ago. No, so what I'm saying, we got people coming from everywhere, even at college. So we got that same thing in this city. We do. Yeah. We have a lot of kids that need nourishment, either breakfast or even at lunch. Because sometimes we used to try to ask the kids to bring their lunch, but a lot of times some kids didn't have. So we decided to feed the kids throughout camp, because you know it lasts 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Like a real job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're doing it like the Albany State people.
Parents, you drop them off, and you come back when you get off.
Really?
Pick them up. So they're out there working.
Yeah, so that's why you got them looking so good.
Yeah, we trying.
Oh yeah, look, but that was the legacy down there on the Flint River.
That's right.
It's like when you come here, you come prepared. We're not coming here to try to, just have fun, social, and hang out. This is work.
That's right.
And it takes work to be excellent.
That's right.
Right. And so you're training them, you're building the stamina, and then you are making sure they're mastering those instruments.
That's right.
What are you doing with the ones that's coming from middle school and high school, and then they had a different middle school, high school experience to your band camp? Because see, everybody's not as tough as you. But that's a good thing.
So what we do, we have a rookie camp.
Okay.
And all the middle schoolers come in, or a first year member come in during that rookie camp, and we kind of train them up.
Okay.
It's challenging.
Yeah.
And we let them know it's challenging, but we have young people, our leaders that work with them, as well as the staff that work with them, and kind of teach them the Carver way.
Got little mentors helping them along.
Yeah. The Carver way, the Albany State way.
See, that's what I'm saying. And you said that with an intense look in your eye. Yeah, because it's nobody, you can't say, well, I'm just tired and I want to sit down. I have been so tired and sore that I could just barely make it to the dorm and then lay on the floor because it wasn't carpet, because the floor was cooler.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we were marching around the Dust Bowl. We didn't have that big fine football field they got over there on the other side of the road. Right. So you marched on the Dust Bowl too?
I did. I just believe that determination and drive that you get in camp and in band and things we learn at Albany State carries over for young people in adulthood.
Yes.
So that's why it's tough. It's supposed to be challenging. It's not supposed to be just a cakewalk or anything like that. We want to challenge them to do their best. So.
Okay, and you've taken all of that you've learned from your uncle, from the family reunion. Shout out to the uncle. He's my kind of guy. He's like, no, we're going to give you some tools. Right, and then these things you can carry on, and you've done that, and he should be very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I'm sorry that I missed the period when you were the drum major. I don't know, maybe I might have been in Seattle at that time, but I'm very proud of what you're doing. I wanted the parents and the children to see you can model this. You didn't come from a trust fund family. You came from a hard-working Christian family. I know, as they say, I know your people. I know your mama, and I know that. And so you are about putting the work in, but if they have the right attitude and talent and the commitment, then you're going to take them the whole way.
With some tough love.
With some tough love.
Have it just like mom did.
Right,
just a little bit.
It's okay, but that builds character and discipline.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you got folks that's just letting you have your way, or every time you whine, your parent can call, and that's not going to help you. Right. And so you're doing it the old school way.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, I want to let you know I'm proud of you. I want the Carver alumni to send money. I want them to bring snacks for those that might be on a fixed income, because we're senior citizens, and so some of them have other expenses with health challenges. But when they go buy their grocery, they can buy some granola bars, some energy bars, they can buy a case of water, and they can bring it to the school and say this is for the band.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I want to thank you.
I want to thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to try to do better.
Always believe in me and support me.
Always. If I see you, I'm going to hang out the window like some groupie. So just know we're proud of you. We're going to support you. I will get with you after this to see what I can do to help more. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.
What up, world? What's up, Columbus? Be sure to tune in every Sunday, Straightforward with Gloria Strode, right here on NBC 38.